Welcome to the Falcon Frontier Days Rodeo, brought to you by the University of Wisconsin River Falls Rodeo Club. They were gracious enough to allow me to participate, not as a rider or roper, but as Chappie the Clown's assistant. Clowning is serious business because the primary responsibility of a rodeo clown is to distract bulls after a rider falls. Not really my cup of tea. The highlight of my evening?
You want to be a rodeo clown? See that yellow string out there in the middle?
I see it.
We are going to race.
Okay.
Do you think you can beat me?
Shh, easy.
Easy?
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy, she said. All right, on the count of three. Are you, what? Take him out? Good. What do you think, River Falls? Will she make a rodeo clown?
Well, they told me this was going to be a hands-on experience, and they were not kidding. Welcome to Busy Barn Adventure Farm, where kids can learn about agriculture by experiencing farm life. I think I'm going to call her Henrietta. Is she cute? Henrietta?
There are events scheduled throughout the day, like the rooster rustle. Then comes the chicken dance. Always a crowd favorite. And finally, the rustle, where you help them find their little home in a fun chase through the chicken yard. It's a regular part of the Busy Barn Adventure Farm that brings a lot of laughter.
What was it like?
It was like hard for you.
It was hard for me. What about you? I thought I had an easy time. You think I need to work on my rooster rustling skills?
Yeah, you gotta practice.
I gotta practice. Well, this looks like an interesting way to end things on the front nine.
Yeah, I absolutely love this hole. This is the 9th hole, it's a par 5. The most challenging feature of this is this creek that meanders from the tee all the way up to the green.
Mike is not kidding. It feels like every shot you stand behind on this hole brings the creek into play. At least it's pretty.
All right, we're about 230 yards out from the green, and it looks like you guys have put a little bit of an obstacle course in my way.
Yeah, well, you did a good job off the tee. You still got to navigate over this creek a couple times.
Oh, that works. Yes, take that, creek.
Although the names are creative like the packaging, what's even more interesting is how they make the cheese.
Cheese is extruded out through that forming tube.
Wow, that's awesome. I've never seen that before.
After a quick tour, Dave decides to put me to work.
This is so hard.
Ain't as easy as it looks.
Oh my goodness, it's not easy.
Alas, my dreams of being a cheesemaker are dashed. Oh well, perhaps I'll be better at making something with the cheese. The SS Badger Ferry makes multiple trips from Ludington to Manitowoc every day. I used my charm and Discover Wisconsin credentials to join Captain Mike at the helm.
You have quite an office view, my friend.
I do.
Pretty lucky.
Yes. I think this is probably one of the nicest views on the entire planet.
I wouldn't argue that. Yeah, a view you probably never get sick of, I would imagine.
We never get sick of it. One thing about Lake Michigan, it's never the same thing twice.
Now, let's talk about the ship itself. I was saying earlier, one of the first things that surprised me was the size of it. First of all, I've been on a few ferries. This one's pretty big. Can you tell me a little bit about that? Give me those numbers. How long is it?
Sure, we're 410 feet long. We can carry about 180 automobiles.
What year was it built?
1953.
Wow, okay. And it's been a ferry since then?
It has been. This ship was one of the last ones that they built. They built this as a twin. There's another one in Ludington that doesn't run any longer. So we've been running since 1953, originally just hauling railroad cars. And then in the 1990s, some new owners took over and we made it primarily an automobile, semi-truck camper hauler.
The trip only takes about 4 hours, and don't worry, there's plenty to see and do. After all, the trip is part of the experience.
They have just wonderful amenities here. They have Badger Bingo, which is very, very popular. I mean, it's free of charge, and people can play bingo and win Badger paraphernalia.
All right, we ready to play? Here we go. N32.
Hey, I've got a bingo round!
Oh, gotta know, did he celebrate early?
They have an arcade, they have 2 restaurants, they have a bar, they have a maritime museum, they have a very, very unique gift shop. just a variety of things that cater to the customers.
Boredom is not in your vocabulary.
Oh,
it sounds
absolutely
like.
not. Absolutely not.
It's pretty cool to have something so special based right here in Manitowoc.
Well, I've been here on this ship for 17 years, so I've spent a lot of time in Manitowoc over the last 17 years. But Manitowoc is a great companion city to Ludington. It's a great place if you're going to vacation in Wisconsin to enter through Manitowoc.
Well, there is something to be said about watching a ship leave and come back.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think one of the unique things is that we have so many returning customers. Once they've experienced the Badger, they just, they want to come back and do it again. It's a great place to be if you want a little romance in your life, So
I'm in the right place then.
Yes.
If you want to learn more about the SS Badger Ferry or you want to start planning your getaway to Manitowoc, head to discoverwisconsin.com. Now get ready to channel your inner mariner, because up next, we're heading to the Wisconsin Maritime Museum.